Hello, hi, welcome one and all to this video where I am going to be answering the question that has probably not, passed or crossed anyone's mind, but my own, and also the mind of my friend because he was the one who gave me this idea in the first place. The question I'm going to be answering is, can you beat Terraria without moving? Well, that is a rather interesting question. Can you do it? Well, no. And yes. Let me explain what I mean. No as in you can't do this in a practical sense. There will have to be some leeway when you are trying to do this challenge. For example, like allowing certain movement types, like grappling around with a hook, teleportation with the rod of discord or some kind of teleporting mechanism, or maybe even allowing you to, hop on the minecart and move around. Now for the yes part. All these things will have to be allowed for a proper challenge to happen. Otherwise, it will not even make it past, the pre-boss stage of the game because you can't move, like, jump or use the movement keys. Taking all of that into consideration, this is theoretically possible. Maybe. Now, let me show you my, rather feeble and pathetic attempt at this challenge. While I was in the creation menu screen, I was beginning to think, how could I possibly go about this challenge? So I thought for a while and came up with a kind of decent plan. The moment I spawned into the world, I wanted to mine or cut down a lot of trees near me to do step one because I could not move. I cut down a tree, but unfortunately I could not get enough wood to drop from that tree. So I had to restart because my plan would not work otherwise unless I get a ton of wood. So I reset to a new world. When I spawned in near a bunch of trees this time, I cut down a bunch of them. I crafted a workbench and then some chairs, which for those that do not know, when you sit on a chair or any furniture for that matter, you automatically teleport to the position of said furniture. This helps, but the downside to this, as I'll soon discover, is the limited range you have in proximity to said chair, which then leads you to moving at a snail's pace when you place down chairs and break them, and then place them down again and then break them again. This can quickly become rather tedious, and to move slightly to one side of the map would take you about a couple of minutes. It's not even talking about moving across the entire map, which probably take you hours to do. Whereas if you could move properly, this would only take you like a couple of seconds to do. I tried mining down in hopes of potentially finding some early game gems so that I can craft a hook, because to have a proper challenge run, the hook is an absolute necessity that cannot be understated. I unfortunately ran into some water, so I had to exit out the world and come back into the game. I then tried to mine again to perhaps get lucky this time. I found a heart crystal near me this time, but I could not get it because I was too slow because I could not move and I could only move using chairs. Now I was trying to realize that this was perhaps a mistake of a challenge to try and do, or at worst a complete waste of time. So I tried once more to see if maybe I could make this challenge work before taking the trip down to my local volcano to perhaps alleviate the pain and suffering that I feel. But unfortunately for me, I soon came to realize that this challenge was doomed from the start, all because I caught sight of a scorpion. Now for those who don't know, when a scorpion appears, it usually means that a desert is nearby. So to the right side there's a desert, so I decided to go left, and due to me being extremely unlucky, the left side also had a desert. Oh, come on! Which means I basically was sandwiched in between two deserts. I could not move to either side because moving through the desert at the pace I was going was going to be one, hellish, and number two, going to have a bunch of vultures spawning in and killing me repeatedly over and over again. So it was kind of like out of the question to do this. So I just kind of gave up. Yeah, I did. Kind of rather quickly too. I spent like about 2 hours on this challenge, and I just concluded that this was kind of impossible. So I have to quit for now until I can maybe find like something better, like a better way to do this challenge in the future. Seeing the disaster that this challenge was, rapidly becoming, I came to the conclusion that this challenge can only be completed on a very, very, very specific Terraria seed, or very specific Terraria seeds that lets you have access to gem hooks, or maybe some kind of teleportation. Maybe I don't think so, but gem hooks. Unfortunately, gem hooks might be the only conceivable way that this challenge might be possible. That carrying your way through the entire challenge, which will probably take you like years to do, or not even years, I mean like months to do. At the time I did not have to spend. Or maybe there might be some kind of unknown glitch in the game that I'm not aware of that can make this challenge infinitely possible to do. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, bye. See you next video.